Hey friends, it's Mrs. Branch here. I am going to continue to read our story to you. So we know that our friends have been thinking about the way their friends felt and if it's impacted by what color the sky was. So they noticed that some days the sky was blue, and one of the days on Thursday the sky was actually white. And they also noticed that there were their friends actually felt a little differently on that day when the sky was white. And so they're wondering, is there a connection between the color of the sky and the way their friends felt? And that is their scientific question that they've started with. So let's read and find out what happens. Okay, class, you noticed that the sky was white last Thursday and blue on the other days, Miss Patel said. Was it the exact same shade of blue each day? Simon replied, No, sometimes it was clear, deep blue, and on the other days it was pale like a robin's egg. Can the sky only be white or blue? Have you seen any other colors? Anita asked. I think it can be really colorful at sunset, Dennis said. I saw a red sunset the other day, Anita added. It's colorful at sunrise, too. What do these colors have to do with our friend's trouble breathing when the sky looked white last Thursday? Asked Simon. Everything in the atmosphere impacts the colors we see in the sky, Miss Patel said. As you just noticed, the sky isn't always blue. Today, we can see white in different shades of blue. This has to do with solids and liquids in the atmosphere. Okay, so she's going to be talking about the solids in the atmosphere, which are aerosols, and it says particles in the sky, and we see that we've got some natural sources like volcanoes or pollen, the dust that comes from the desert, fire, and then some human sources that we contribute to, cars and factories, and changes to the land, maybe cutting down trees. What do you mean? Simon asked. I don't think I've seen anything solid in the atmosphere before, Miss Patel replied. There are tiny solid particles in the air that we call aerosols. Some are natural and some come from human activities. Anita asked, How tiny are they? As small as a ladybug? They are actually smaller than the spots on a ladybug. Aerosols include pollen, dust, soot from wildfires, or ash from volcanoes. They also come from the exhaust pipes on cars and factory smokestacks, Miss Patel explained. So, aerosols make the sky different colors? Simon asked. Aerosols are part of it, but it's more complicated than that, Miss Patel responded. The angle of the sun and the way the sunlight is scattered in the atmosphere creates the colors we see in the sky, and aerosols can affect these colors. She continued, Aerosols also impact air quality. This is complicated too, because in addition to aerosols, there are also some gases we can't see that impact air quality. Dennis added, This does sound complicated. I think we need to make some observations about the colors we see in the sky so we can understand more about the atmosphere. Excellent idea, Dennis. Let's make a plan. Miss Patel asked, How do you think you will record these observations? It would be easy for me to take more photos of the sky, Simon said. Anita added, You know me. I always have my science journal in my backpack. For this project, I'll use my colored pencils and draw what I see. I have an idea for how to record my observations, but I want to work on it before I show it to you, Dennis said. Have you thought about when you're going to make your observations? Miss Patel asked. Since the weekend is coming up, we could do mid-morning and evening observations on Saturday and Sunday, Anita said. Then we can compare our data on Monday. This sounds like a great plan, said Miss Patel. This is the same kind of work done by scientists who study aerosols. They make observations just like you described. Remember that we're looking at the color of the sky and not the color of the clouds. All right, so Saturday mid-morning, 10 a.m., they're making their observations. Think about what you see. And then they went back out at Saturday at 7:30, and they're making their observations. And they've recorded them. Looks like the sky was blue. And then the sky had lots of colors. It's in the evening. Sunday, they did the same thing. See some different colors Sunday at 7:30. And then they recorded their data again with pictures, their drawings, their notes. Okay. What we noticed in the sky, lots of different colors. So it looks like they came back and they talked about the differences. They looked at Saturday and Sunday for the daytime and at sunset. On Monday, during science class, the kids spread out all their data on the table. Wow, you gathered a lot of information this weekend. What do you notice about the data? Miss Patel asked. It's cool to see that we each recorded some of the same information, even though we did it in different ways, said Anita. Dennis, your data collection sheet was so organized. Thanks, Dennis replied. I created this so I could collect the same types of information each time. I only had a pencil when I made my observations, so it doesn't show the colors in the sky. Next time I think it would be good to use colored pencils, just like Anita did. I like all the methods you used to record your observations, and I agree with Anita that Dennis's sheet was a good way to organize the information, Ms. Patel said. Let's use Dennis's data sheet when we make more observations in the future, Anita suggested. Good idea. Since we have so many observations here, let's work together to organize what we observed, Simon suggested. Then we can record our information in one place on the board. All right, friends. And that's what they're going to do. And that's where we'll stop for today. So you be thinking about the colors and the particles in the sky and how you think those particles are impacting those colors and how they could impact how we feel. All right, until next time, friends, I will see you later. Bye.